Well, I'm looking forward to what's really happening in the world today, so I can take back to my students and say, look, this is what we teach you. This is what they're doing in the real world. These are the obstacles that we're facing. These are the strategies you're going to want to do, because public relations is a strategic element of business. The biggest one, measurement. There's no question about it. How do we give value? And how do we give value to people who expect numbers when what we're looking at to a very, very large degree are perceptions? Well, I think there are a lot of opportunities. I think where the future opportunity coming in is the ability to measure what we do before the outcome, project to it from a statistical perspective, which means we need to understand research methodology and statistics. Well, what I do basically is tell them my history. I was an undergraduate creative writing major who's not allowed a checkbook because I can't add, subtract, multiply, or divide. Statistics is a philosophical aspect. We're asking the right question, looking for the right result coming out against confidence. It's not all that difficult. So we want statistics, and then we want the appropriate methodology. We're beyond just simple content analysis. We've gone into survey research, pollstering. We've gone into what they call structural equation modeling, which is a projected outcome toward an end. Our problem is that we don't see the numbers in many cases. What we see is the end of a campaign that then moves to some sort of behavioral outcome. How many people attended, how many people bought, those sort of things. Social media is another channel. I'm quoted in the Twitters, or twits, or whatever they are. I'm quoted in the social media saying that, for example, Twitter's no different in 1840 than the telegraph was, because you have to understand you have to understand the linguistics that we're dealing with. The major difference is, instead of having one person punching it in and another person reading the Morse code, more people can now understand what's happening. But it's the same sort of thing. It's speed. So you've got Twitters, you've got blogs, you've got instant messaging still. All those things are tools that we should be looking at in terms of message effectiveness. Okay, the International Public Relations Research Conference in its 14th year. It's focused this year, the theme is pushing the envelope in public relations theory and research, and also in practice. It is the largest research conference of its type in the world that brings together academics and professionals who talk about case studies, experimental research, theoretical research, and teaching type research. The goal is to sit in tables and discuss research. Not stand up and make a presentation like you'll see in many places, but simply to discuss it. And the idea is that what we're going to do is we're going to actually gain a relationship between the professional and the academic to begin to put together research that can be used out in the real world.